All right. Good morning, my free folk. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. And real quick, what we're waiting on this morning, markets are down a little bit, about 8 points. So we could just call them flat, really. ADP. ADP employment change. That's what we're looking at. It's like a precursor to the non-farm, which is on Friday. That's going to be the market mover. It's going to happen before the market, and we'll get a general idea of what the market's going to look like today, watching the futures after the ADP report. Everybody's pretty optimistic about the Fed's moves, optimistic about Ukraine and Russia, and optimistic about the valuations in the market. And that's what people are doing, kind of moving in on those valuations and seeing, or in anticipation that the Fed has it, we don't hit a recession, and companies going to be earning. Okay, mortgage finance demand plunges 60%. Pretty scary. You got a bit of seasonality. People start shopping now, actually, and look to buy and close by before September, so that their kids can start in new schools. So you got a little seasonality in there, but with interest rates rising, everybody might be backing off a little bit. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to have to watch the housing sector. Housing sector is a huge employer, and so it spills over into home repair and maintenance and all of that stuff. And you got businesses that supply those materials, and all that nonsense just kind of fading back. Little hype on cannabis stocks, which is cool. Now's around the time to start weeding through the companies, see who's going to be there and who's going to disappear, because that's how every new industry is. It gets inundated with all these great ideas, and everybody who's going to do wonderful things in the industry, and then you get a few titans left over in the end. And we saw that in the .com and the telecom, and even back in the day, my early days in the box industry, the computer box industry, where Dell had tons of competitors, and there was consolidation and failure and all sorts of things. And now the market looks like what it looks like today. So that's it, man. Go through that sector, pick out the good guys, who grows the best weed. And you all have experience doing that, so you know how to find who grows the best weed. Stock futures at lower. Okay. On plans to transfer shares of China unit to SoftBank ahead of IPO reports. And then, what's Ackerman doing? I love that guy. Ackerman, activist short selling, will focus on quieter long-term approach. Natural gas rationing. Yeah, Europe, it's interesting, but I think that's just going to prompt the alternate energy sectors. So let's just take a quick look at the market, get ourselves set up for today, figure out what we're going to do. Right here, I'm looking at ES, right? The S&P futures. And we're putting in a flag. That's a daily flag. And obviously the day's going to have to end. It's going to have to look like that. So the chances of that happening are kind of remote. But we have a nice little retrace with a hammer on the 240. If we close around here without going lower, we're probably going to get a test of the high today. It'll break here, or it'll move up. That'll be an excellent trade. We're going to watch that this morning when the market's open and see if we can catch that trade. So we'll keep an eye on that and put a test in of the high. The momentum is starting to roll. So buttons. So there's a very good chance that this is going to be a double top, indicating a reversal. And if we just put a little trend on there, you can see that we're making a lower high, although it didn't stay within the trend line, but it is making a lower high. So could be a consolidation. Might make a lower low. Might, if all a part of our trading. So anyway, that's what we're looking at on the S&P. On the 30-minute, it's looking a little toppy. It's feeling toppy on the 60. This could be a retrace day, baby. you know, people may not want to hold going into that report. Now might be a good time. We had a long run up. We're looking at. Let's take a quick look at the heat map. Oh, this baby is in heat. Look at that. Red, red, red. Okay, so this is a proprietary indicator that I am not selling. Um, So this is my indication that we're overboard right there. And you could remain overboard if you see right there. I mean, you could remain overboard for quite a few days. I mean, you know, consistently we see 2 days of overboard. Maybe today's our second day of overboard. But once we're and red is extreme. You know, this yellow color is kind of just overboard. This is extremely overboard. And in irrational times, you could see that happens on a few days. But that's a good indication that we're ready. The trend is ready to change. Doesn't mean it's necessarily going to reverse, but it may very well consolidate. So you know, we'll keep our eye on that. And I've been looking for this thing for like 3 4 days. I really thought we were going to consolidate somewhere around here, but and I'm thinking we come back to that 33%, which would be a nice retracement, which would probably make my month if we hit back there on my intermediate term trades, or my probability trades, or my swing trades, whatever definition or term you want to use for them. All right, so let's take a quick look. Bitcoin. The Bitcoin. Okay, this looks kind of toppy right here, but it also could be a flag. So we'll keep an eye on that. We did very well in Bitcoin. We're letting it run its no. Oh, you son of a gun. We're letting it run, and a retrace is no big deal. Yeah, I'd be very comfortable if it comes back and closes that gap. And it's hard to see because I have so much stuff in here. Um, if it there's a light blue trend line right here, which is the second break that we took. The first break we took was right here at the 41 mark. That's what got us into this move up in anticipation of breaking this trend line. Really nice move. Um, so I'm expecting it to tag that line again, and that'll be a last kiss. And if we do tag that line, I'm going to take a good look at it. I'll probably buy more, look for a move up. I'm thinking we head back to that 64 by the summer. I'm looking for about 60, 64, even 55. 55 might be a good number also. So anyway, keep an eye on that, man. If you want, I mean, you could take a little bit here in anticipation. It, yeah, you know, nothing's 100%. It could move. You don't want to miss the boat. Take a little piece, but just watch for it to come down, tag this blue line. Like I said, last kiss, and then off we go. That's what we're looking for. And let's see. Do we want to? Do we want to? Yeah, let's take a look at metals. I got to keep my eye on it anyway. Looks like we got a double top right here, and I'm liking it. And it looks like it's moving up a little bit more. So I didn't get into my bearish position. I'm trying to, and I'm going to look again today. I'm just very conservative on my price. I don't know if I'm greedy or you know what they say. I'm being a dick for a tick, but I'm looking for a price to short this, and I want to go and short the metals. Metals. Although this is the energy pattern, so I want to short energy also. Energy more so than metals. You know, there's a lot of demand on metals. Energy, we're coming into into seasonality, which should bring it down. And I think there's going to be a resolution. And if there's a resolution, there's going to be oil on the market. And I think people understand, or our lawmakers understand that they need varying resource. So I think a lot of restraint is going to be lifted on the U.S. companies, and I think that a lot of accommodations going to be made with Iran and the Arabic nations. So I think that there's going to be a lot of oil, and we're going to devalue oil so that it can't be weaponized against us. This is what I believe. So here, this is the metals right here. Yeah, and a divergence, and the entry should have been a break of this. So 2 days ago, I should have been in this thing. But what are we looking at? We're flat today. Might still have the opportunity. Maybe I won't be such a hard ass on my price and make the move. So anyway, that's it, man. We're going to see what happens. Keep your eye open and look at the ADP report. Then watch the futures. We're gonna we'll find the break during the day, but you know what I'm eyeing is this 240 chart on the futures, and what is it about 8 9? So any pop up really, I'm going to be playing. So I'll probably be trading on the 30-second chart when the market opens, and I'll probably take the first retracement on the 30-second chart. That would reflect this move right here, and away we go. All right, so remember, everybody go get your meditation in. You should be calm and cool and at peace when you trade, and good luck with your trades.